Imagine applying for your dream job. You're qualified and eager, but an algorithm, not a human, screens your application. It rejects you, favoring someone else based on factors like your gender or race. This isn't science fiction. This is the unsettling reality of AI bias. AI systems learn from data. If the data reflects existing societal biases, the AI inherits them. The result? AI systems can perpetuate and even amplify prejudices. This has far-reaching consequences, impacting everything from job opportunities to healthcare access. Consider facial recognition technology. Studies have shown that some systems are less accurate at identifying people of color, particularly women. This can lead to misidentification by law enforcement and wrongful arrests. These examples highlight a crucial point. AI bias is not a distant technological problem. It's a social justice issue with real-world consequences. To understand AI bias, we must first understand how AI learns. Imagine teaching a child to recognize cats. You show them pictures of different cats, and they learn to associate certain features with the word cat. AI works similarly. It learns from vast amounts of data, identifying patterns and making predictions. The problem is that data often reflects existing societal biases. For example, historical hiring data might show that men are more likely to be hired for leadership positions. An AI trained on this data might then unfairly favor male candidates, perpetuating gender inequality. This bias can be unintentional. Developers may not even realize that their data is skewed. However, the consequences are real. Biased data leads to biased AI, which can reinforce existing inequalities and create new ones. AI bias can manifest in various ways. Sometimes it's a direct result of biased data, as we've seen. Other times it's more subtle, hidden in the algorithms themselves. Consider an algorithm used to predict recidivism rates. If this algorithm unfairly flags people of color as high risk, it could lead to harsher sentencing, even if they pose no greater threat to society. Another form of bias is confirmation bias. This occurs when an AI system is designed to confirm existing beliefs or hypotheses. For example, an AI used for market research might be designed to favor products that appeal to a specific demographic, further marginalizing other groups. These examples demonstrate the complexity of AI bias. It's not always a simple case of bad data. It can be deeply embedded in the very logic of the algorithms themselves. The consequences of AI bias are far-reaching and profound. In the realm of criminal justice, biased algorithms can lead to wrongful convictions and perpetuate racial disparities in sentencing. In healthcare, biased AI can result in misdiagnoses and unequal access to treatment. Imagine an AI system used to allocate organ transplants. If this system unfairly prioritizes patients from certain socioeconomic backgrounds, it could have life or death consequences for those denied access to critical care. The risks extend beyond individual cases. Biased AI can erode trust in institutions, exacerbate social divisions, and undermine the very fabric of a just and equitable society. AI is increasingly used in hiring, promising to streamline the process and identify the best candidates. However, these tools can inherit and amplify existing biases in the workplace. Imagine an AI system trained on resumes of successful employees. If those employees are predominantly male, the system might learn to favor male candidates, even if they have similar qualifications. This has real-world consequences. Amazon, for example, scrapped an AI recruiting tool after discovering it was biased against women. The tool penalized resumes that included words like women's and downgraded graduates of all women's colleges. This case highlights the urgent need for greater scrutiny and oversight of AI systems used in hiring. AI holds immense promise for improving healthcare, from diagnosing diseases to developing new treatments. However, biased AI in this domain can have life-altering consequences. Consider an AI system designed to predict patient risk. If this system is trained on data that reflects existing healthcare disparities, it might unfairly label certain demographic groups as high risk, leading to unnecessary tests and treatments. Furthermore, AI-powered diagnostic tools trained on data that underrepresents certain populations might misdiagnose or fail to diagnose conditions in those groups. This can exacerbate existing health inequities and lead to poorer outcomes for marginalized communities. Addressing AI bias requires a multifaceted approach. It's not enough to simply identify the problem. We need concrete solutions to mitigate bias and promote fairness in AI systems. One crucial step is to diversify the data used to train AI. This means ensuring that training datasets are representative of the populations that the AI will be used on. It also involves collecting data that is free from historical biases and stereotypes. Another critical strategy is to develop algorithms that are designed for fairness. This involves incorporating fairness metrics into the development process and testing algorithms for bias before they are deployed. Data diversity is not just about representation. It's about ensuring that AI systems are trained on data that accurately reflects the complexity and richness of human experience. This means moving beyond simple demographic categories and considering factors such as cultural background, socioeconomic status, and lived experiences. It also means collecting data from marginalized communities whose voices are often underrepresented in traditional datasets. By embracing data diversity, we can create AI systems that are more inclusive, equitable, and reflective of the world we want to see. Even with the best intentions, bias can creep into AI systems. That's why it's crucial to conduct regular algorithmic audits. These audits involve independent experts who scrutinize algorithms for bias, using a variety of techniques to identify and mitigate potential problems. Algorithmic audits can help organizations identify and address bias before it causes harm. They also promote transparency and accountability, ensuring that AI systems are developed and deployed responsibly. Technology is not neutral. It reflects the values and biases of its creators. That's why it's essential to integrate ethical considerations into every stage of the AI development lifecycle. This starts with raising awareness among developers about the potential for bias and providing them with the tools and training to mitigate it. It also involves establishing clear ethical guidelines for AI development and use, and creating mechanisms for accountability when those guidelines are violated. By putting ethics at the forefront of AI development, we can create technology that serves humanity, not the other way around. Building trust in AI requires transparency. Organizations developing and deploying AI systems must be open about how their systems work, what data they are trained on, and what steps are being taken to mitigate bias. This transparency allows for greater scrutiny and accountability. It also empowers individuals to understand how AI is being used to make decisions that affect their lives, and to hold developers responsible for the consequences of their creations. AI is already shaping our world, and its influence is only going to grow. That's why it's crucial to address AI bias now, before it becomes further entrenched in our systems and institutions. Ignoring AI bias is not an option. It will only exacerbate existing inequalities and create new ones, leading to a less just and equitable society for all. We have a moral imperative to act, to ensure that AI is a force for good, a tool for progress that benefits all members of society. Building a future of ethical AI is not the sole responsibility of developers or policymakers. It requires a collective effort from all of us. We must demand greater transparency and accountability from those developing and deploying AI systems. We must advocate for policies that promote fairness and equity in AI, and we must work together to create a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. The path forward is clear. Let us choose to build a future where AI reflects the best of humanity, not its flaws.